Hey friends, Beverly Schlag here. How's it going? How's everyone doing today? I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. And today I wanted to hop on here and share with you guys a little bit about some of the top ways to block sun. So that may be sunscreen. Actually, the first top way, since we can't necessarily avoid sun because we actually need sun. Believe it or not, we need it. We need to go outside. We need to get our vitamin D. We need the sun to touch our skin every day. I know. It's kind of hard to believe because so many things tell us, oh no, you need to make sure that your skin's protected all the time when you're outside. Well, no, you actually need a little bit of sun each day. So, although there are some people that struggle with it because they may be very, very fair-skinned, and just being out in the sun for very short periods of time, they start to get red, and then there's also the fact that some people take medications that make their skin more sensitive, and that's an issue. Hey, Krista, how's it going, girl? Hey, Adrian. Thanks for popping on. Hi, Susan. How's it going? Well, so that said, what are the best ways to avoid getting sunburn and damage to your skin? Well, actually, the thing that they say most to do is clothes. Well, yeah. So it's okay, well, when it's 90 degrees outside and humid like an armpit, I don't know where you live, but here in Missouri, there are certain times of the year where to wear long clothing is just not the most appealing. And when you're dealing with little ones, they're not going to be up for, wearing long sleeves, long pants. Let's go out. Let's get the hoodie on. They're not interested in that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Adrian, 15 minutes of vitamin D exposure is really good for you. Yes. Yeah, actually, that's something that my physicians were preaching on me because I am low in vitamin D, and I had my physicians telling me you really need to be getting out in the sun and getting your vitamin D pretty much every day, along with taking the supplements that they give me, because it's just, I need all that I can get, right? Well, and so does everybody else, but it's also something that that helps me with my thyroid and adrenals. But so, what else can you do other than, of course, bundle up? Because you can't bundle up when it's 90 and 100 degrees outside. You need to also have a plan. I'm sorry. You need to also have a plan as to what you can do. What can you put on your skin? Well, there's so many toxic chemicals in sunscreens nowadays, unfortunately, that you kind of have to be careful about that, because some of those toxic chemicals, a lot of the toxic chemicals get absorbed through your skin and go into your bloodstream. They show up in your blood, they show up in your urine, they show up in breast milk for women who are breastfeeding, and you don't want that, I guess, for your infants, obviously, for your babies, because if they're toxic, that's the last thing that you want to be putting into their little systems. But also with those chemicals, not only is that happening, but a lot of people have skin sensitivities to them. For me, I will put on sunscreen and I will feel a difference physically in how I feel. I will feel more drained. A lot of times I'll get a headache. And I noticed this in past years. Last year I actually eliminated most sunscreens and went to ones that were only basically had zinc oxide or titanium. I think it's titanium dioxide. I'm really bad with the scientific names. But those were the only ones that I would allow on my skin. I went for the more natural versions. And those seem to not cause a reaction in my body, whereas the others do. Well, so I am going to share with you guys in my blog later on the top rated sunscreens for kids for 2017. It was, it's by the EWG, which is an environmental organization that actually goes through and they research all the different ones, all the different sunscreens that are on the market. Sunscreens, moisturizers with sunscreens, like everything, spray, stick, all of it. And they determine which ones are like best to be used on your skin, whether it be for kids or for adults or whatever. They share like the best of, you know, sports ones and children's ones, and then the worst. So I'm going to be sharing a blog later on that has the top 19 sunscreens that are out in 2017 for kids, and also the worst sunscreens that are on the market that you want to avoid. And I can tell you right now, some of them are ones that a lot of people use. I know, like Banana Boat and Copper Tone, those are some really bad ones. And so so those actually there were even some Neutrogena ones on there, which I was kind of shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, really? But you know, and they rate them good to bad because of, you know, their protection value, and then also how much chemicals, bad chemicals, I don't know, they all have chemicals in them. Some are worse than others, basically. But they rate them as to you know, how well they protect and how well they and how much chemicals are in them. And also there's some information in my blog about the difference between, you know, SPF, and then the broad spectrum ones, which would be ones that also do UVA rays, because UVB is SPF, that's what burns our skin, but UVA rays is actually what kind of like penetrates deeper into our skin and causes more of the damage that we don't actually see. So while we might put on like some really thick SPF and we're thinking, okay, we're awesome, we didn't get any burns, but yet the sunscreen didn't have very much UVA in it, so UVA protection, so you just got a ton of stuff that it was just deeper than what you could see. But so, as I said, I'm gonna share that in my blog too, so you guys can understand exactly what I'm kind of talking about there. And I would love to hear from you guys what you use, and after you read the blog, I would love to hear if you use any of the ones that are on the top list, and if you use some of the ones on the not top list. I mean, I was shocked with the whole Neutrogena thing. But so yeah, so please comment below. I will be adding the blog later on this evening in the comments here in the video, and I will also be doing I'll also be just posting it on my page. What's Greta say? Hey Greta, I have hypothyroidism. I actually have what they call subclinical hypothyroidism. But yeah, so if you have any comments about sunscreen and sun protection, I would love to hear from you guys. Just comment below, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again soon. All right, thank you so much for popping on. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. All right, bye.